Hello and welcome. My name is Maria Chaudhry, and I would like to share with you just a little about women's wisdom. I just did a video for the Tao of Women where we had an embodiment practice, and in that embodiment practice, we embodied wisdom. And now, here, I'd like to share with you about this tea called Women's Wisdom, and really one herb in this tea blend. This tea blend has a blend of many herbs, such as oat straw and nettle leaf and Tulsi and red clover and St. John's wort and hawthorn and rosemary and motherwort. So many wonderful herbs I could be sharing about, but today let's talk about Tulsi. And so I'm going to set this down. And Tulsi is a sacred herb, it's a revered herb in Ayurveda. And in this history and rich history of herbal medicine for women, Tulsi stands out as this long legacy of serving women in multiple times in their life. And in this video, we're going to focus in on menopause. Because, menopause needs to be celebrated just as much as any other time in a woman's life. Like, we really get excited when we start our menstruation or when we have our babies, and it's really celebrated and we get taken care of and tended to. And then menopause deserves that same celebration and honoring, but maybe that happens for some, and maybe it doesn't for others. And partially, it's hard to celebrate when you don't feel that great, right? And some women breeze through menopause, and some women have a lot of challenges. And those that have challenges tend to look for solutions. And so you look for solutions with to help your physical body, you look for meditations, you look for herbs and supplements, and along the way, you might find Tulsi. Now, Tulsi is an adaptogenic herb. And essentially, what that means is it helps your body and your body's stress response. It helps you have a healthy stress response and restores your body back into homeostasis. And in menopause, we're going through hormonal changes. When our estrogen drops, we start to have all these hormonal changes that don't appear to be homeostatic, that doesn't appear to be very harmonious. And we start having mood swings, getting upset and angry, maybe having a challenge sleeping at night, hot flashes, and then all that starts to come together, and then our immune system doesn't work as well. And then we also need to take care of ourselves and our bones and our heart and our bones. And so let me just share with you just a broad brushstroke of some of the qualities that Tulsi has and why we're highlighting Tulsi in this blend. So it's adaptogenic. So that's the first one. And so what does that mean in practical sense? When our hormones drop and we have hot flashes and mood swings and sleeping at night and all those disturbances, Tulsi can help with the hot flashes. Perhaps you always have to do your own research and see what works right and best for you, because Tulsi is just one of many herbs that can support you. But if we can bring some hormonal harmony and support your hormones when your estrogen falls, then it can help you with the number of hot flashes and the severity of hot flashes. And then sleep disturbances. Tulsi is incredibly relaxing and really restoring and harmonizing and soothing. So it's a nice tea at night to help you get ready for bed. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to wake up with an occasional hot flash, but it seems less severe and less intense and less startling. It's more smooth. Everything gets smoothed out with Tulsi. And what else? The mood swings. Same with that mood swing when your hormones are up and down and you haven't slept and you're having a bunch of hot flashes. If you can have this experience that soothes out your sleep and lessens the severity of the hot flashes, then and you start to understand why your mood is dropping, then it can support there too. It is like a sacred herb, a ceremonial herb. So it smooths out that painful, aching heart and that spirit that feels a little rat jagged on the edges, right? And all of this is because of its adaptogenic property, because it helps create harmony in the body. And another way that it helps bring harmony in the body is through by boosting your immune system. And when it boosts your immune system, because it has antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties, it strengthens your immune system. Plus, it's helping you sleep better at night and it's helping you stabilize your mood. And so, once that happens, your fortifying guardian chi is just stronger. And another very important piece about Tulsi is its nourishing qualities. It's really rich in minerals and vitamin K. And what vitamin K does, it helps absorb calcium and it helps support the mineralization of your bones. And in perimenopause and menopause, it's common for us to lose bone density. And we want to preserve our bone density. So drinking Tulsi teas is part of that way that we can take good care of ourselves by nourishing our bones, fortifying our immune system, smoothing out the rough edges of our emotions, harmonizing our hormones, knowing that it's normal for estrogen to drop. And just becoming in contact with this process, this metamorphosis that we're going through, this transformation as something sacred and holy. It is an opportunity for our second spring, our second wave, our second chapter in life. And Tulsi is an ally to support you with that. So I'm going to bow out here and let you know that you can learn more about Tulsi on our website, birthsongbotanicals.com. And you can learn more about this tea blend on our website also. Just look up Women's Wisdom and we'll be happy to send you some. And I'd love to hear about your experience. And until next time, I'll see you soon. I want to say thank you for joining, and I would love to hear your experience and your experience with menopause and what you're going through, and also your experience and maybe your insight and wisdom about Tulsi. So please put that in the chat so we can learn from one another and we can support one another. Okay, I'll see you really soon. Okay, thank you.